This episode is brought to you by CarterComics.com. It's your one-stop shop for all your comic needs, whether it be graded or raw. Carter Comics has got it all. All you gotta do is go to CarterComics.com, fill your card up with all their amazing comics. Use the discount code FREAKNET, FREAKNET. Save you 10% at checkout. Not only on their website, but also at their eBay account. And the link to eBay can be found on their homepage at CarterComics.com. Again, CarterComics.com is your one-stop shop for all comic needs.
It's time! It's time! It's JFW time!
Alright guys, this is our time we got to step in the ring with the greatest faction in podcast history. Just Freakin Wrestling, the JFW Podcast, hosted by Travis-T.
I'm Dizzle J.
What up, Jay?
What up, T?
God, how have you been, man?
I have been. I've had the best 2 weeks I've had all year.
You had your kid out. You had your kid out with you, right? The one you like?
I had I had both the boys. Actually, I still got one of them. The other one just went home Thursday.
Yeah.
So we were
is he interning for us? You talk to him about that?
I talked to him a little bit about it.
Don't fucking lie to me. Don't lie. You didn't bring it up once.
I did.
Yeah. What did he say?
He's like, well, yeah, figure teenager stuff.
He's an adult now, though.
He's still in high school.
Oh, Jesus. I thought he graduated high school.
No, he graduated college course.
He took one course and passed it, and you're saying he graduated it?
That's what they called it. He went through a graduation ceremony.
Oh, of course he did. Good for them. Way to participate, bro. Fucking A. I thought this dude was a fucking adult by now. God damn it. Jesus Christ. All right, well, start liking the other one better. Fuck it.
It's just...
No, I'm glad he was out. I'm glad you were able to see him, man. Forbidden Door. Forbidden Doors this Sunday, man, for AEW.
Yeah, again.
Right. We're cracking open that door once again, which is awesome because, I mean, WWE's been doing it for the last couple of weeks with TNA, so it's not, I guess, special anymore.
Let's not forget WCW did it back in the day with New Japan and AAA. And
well, AEW is nothing more than just, the updated version of WCW.
Yeah.
Dude, have you been watching the Who Killed or What Killed WCW on Vice?
No, I don't have regular cable.
But you can watch it on YouTube. It is on there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll check it out.
Yeah, that's how I watched a lot of the before I got Vice. That's how I watched a lot of the Dark Side of the Rings.
Yeah.
Because the full episodes are on there. But no, check it out because it's weird because when you sit there and you watch them, and it's the same people who brought you the Dark Side of.
Yeah.
So they do it in the same way. They have 4 episodes. I don't know if they're going to do more episodes than just 4 or whatever it is, because the 4th one kind of seemed like they ended it. But, I mean, it was just last week, so who knows? I didn't look that far into it. But obviously they talk about Vince Russo. Obviously they talk about the NWO, where the big boys play and shit like that and all that stuff. But when you're watching it, you're seeing all the shit they're doing. You can sit there and compare it to what AEW is doing right now. It's like it's the same fucking pattern.
Yep.
It's just they leaped from like Eric Bischoff took over, Tony Khan started it up, to Vince Russo running his shit, to what's going on right now. It's the same fucking patterns. So who knows if fucking AEW will be a thing in the next 5 years or not. We may go into 2030 with just fucking WWE and maybe fucking TNA.
Yeah, I don't think TNA is going to go anywhere. They've pretty much survived in that second spot.
I think they've accepted where they're at. I think they're just kind of like, this is who we are. This is how big we're going to be. Nothing's going to change us. We're right between like an OVW and WWE. You know, like it's like I'm assuming TNA is still trying to be WWE. I don't think they'll ever fucking get there. So if they just accepted what they were and just be like, we're just a tiny step higher than TNA, it'd probably be all for the best. But I don't know. Eventually, fucking Daddy Khan's checkbook's gonna stop being opened. So
that's what boggles my mind is, if you're not making money, how are you still pumping money into it? And they sell out their pay-per-view shows. Don't get me wrong. Their pay-per-views are always a sellout, but their weekly shows, scary.
Yeah.
Their tickets are cheap.
Yeah. Oh, it's horrifyingly cheap. I was looking because I was talking with Pax and Nubby earlier this week, and Pacman went down to Bloomington and watched the WWE event, or was it? Yeah, the WWE event down in Bloomington. And he was talking about how he sat on the floor and all this shit. And I was like, maybe I'll go to that. I almost went to that Bloomington show. I almost went down to it. I was like, I just don't have anyone to watch the dog, and if I go, I'm gonna stay the night. Maybe I'll go to the next one that's in town and shit. And it's not gonna be for a while. It's probably gonna be around Survivor Series, wherever the fuck it is. But the next wrestling event is AEW in Chicago, and third row seats are like just over $100, like a little bit over $100 fucking. I could sit second row behind commentary for $150. So it's just like
it's a nosebleed at a WWE show.
Yeah. So I don't know what the fuck they're going on over there or what they're doing, but shit's not working. But they do have Forbidden Door. We'll dive in that. We'll talk about that and everything, and then any other wrestling news we'll cover afterwards. But there's 13 fucking matches on this card, so I want to make sure we get through all of it. But how do you feel about the format of what we're doing with these pay-per-views now? Do you like that I'm reading through all this shit and talking about it?
Yeah.
Like, you go with that? Okay, cool. You are part of the show. I want to make sure that, I get your opinion on it. I don't ask Nubby and Pacman as they deal with it, but for you, at least give you the, hey, how do you feel about this shit?
Give me a little rub.
Well, we did start this together, It's maybe, even though you did abandon me for a few years there, you probably eventually came back. Like Homeward Bound. You showed up again.
the prodigal.
I wouldn't go with that. No, you're more like the brave little toaster. Yeah, I'm not gonna call you the prodigal son. You're more like the fucking used vacuum that showed back up. Like, just calm yourself, bro.
Can I be the toaster at least?
Yeah, you're not. No, you're not Shane McMahon. You're not fucking John Cena. You're not Austin. You're not Rock. You're like that James Ellsworth spot. You're like Brother Love came back for a moment, but in a good way. Yeah, in a good way. Forbidden Door. So the 2024 Forbidden Door is an upcoming professional wrestling pay-per-view event and super show, co-produced by the American promotion All Elite Wrestling and the Japan-based New Japan Pro Wrestling. It will be the third annual Forbidden Door event, and it will take place on June 30th, 2024, at the UBS Arena in Long Island hamlet of Elmont, New York. The event will also see the involvement of wrestlers from New Japan Pro Wrestling's sister promotion, World Wonder Ring Stardom, as well as Mexico's Canijo Mundial de Lucha Libre. I don't know if I said those words right, but they're fine. A partner of both AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling. So, okay, so there's going to be other involved companies. That's cool. That I did not know. Forbidden Door. Go ahead.
So that is pretty cool.
Yeah. So maybe it's a little bit more Forbidden Door-ish. I can live with that. Forbidden Door is an annual professional wrestling pay-per-view, co-evented. The event's held in June, features direct competition between wrestlers from two companies. The event takes its name from the same term often used by AEW when referring to working with other professional wrestling promotions. On April 11th, 2024, AEW announced that the third Forbidden Door will take place on June 30th at the UBS Arena in Long Island. Rocky Romero, who is the vice president for both AEW and New Japan, that I did not know, said that wrestlers from World Wonder Ring Stardom, a women's Japanese company and sister promotion to New Japan, will also take part in the 2024 event. He also said the wrestlers from Mexico partner promotion CMLL would be involved. This is on June 30th, 2024, so it's tomorrow as we're recording and everything, so it gives you time to kind of hear our predictions of what's going on. Storyline, Forbidden Doors will feature professional wrestling matches. Why is this the same fucking sentence every fucking time? This has to be a fucking AEW person writing this shit.
They have the worst mark, and I hope I'm not gonna offend anybody, but I really don't care. They have the worst marks in the business.
Yeah.
AEW has definitely got the worst fucking marks in the business.
Here's the thing. I don't think you'll offend anybody because we say a lot of shit about a lot of people and nobody really fucking responds to it. Yeah. So either they're too hurt to respond or they know we're fucking right. So it's fine.
We'll go with that.
Forbidden Door will feature professional wrestling matches that involve different wrestlers from pre-existing scripted feuds and storylines. Storylines are primarily advanced on AEW's weekly television Dynamite, Rampage, and Collision, the YouTube series Being the Dark Order, and New Japan Stardom and CMLLW events. During the May 22nd episode of Dynamite, it was announced that on the following week's episode, a casino gauntlet match will be held to determine who will challenge Swerve Strickland for the AEW World Championship at Forbidden Door. That match was won by Will Ospreay. At Double or Nothing, Adam Copeland legitimately injured his leg in a successful title defense of the AEW TNT Championship. Did you see how he injured his fucking leg?
No, I never went back and watched it.
This stupid ass jumped from the fucking top of the cage and landed legs first.
What?
Oh yeah, it's a horrible fucking body splash, but yeah, he fucking clearly landed fucking leg first. He landed on his feet and did this. Fucking Google it when you get a chance. Google. Yeah. It's fucking stupid. But hey, you know what? Dude fucking gets a career-ending injury, comes back, has a good run at fucking WWE, realizes that he's not going to be used other than a main carder and a developmental talent, goes to AEW, becomes a champion of a stupid title just to break his fucking leg because he wants to fucking do more than he thinks he needs to. Don't get me wrong, I love Edge, but come the fuck on, man. You don't need to fucking jump off the top rope and shit. Or the top of the cage and shit. And Double or Nothing, Adam Copeland legitimately hurt his leg. On the following episode of Dynamite, AEW Executive Vice Presidents, the Young Bucks, stripped Copeland of the title due to the injury as they were about to award the championship to the Elite stablemate Jack Perry. Christopher Daniels, who has been fired by the Bucks 2 weeks prior, appeared, revealing that AEW President Tony Khan has reinstated him as an interim Executive Vice President in the absence of Kenny Omega, who has surgery due to diverticulitis. And that any announcement made by Daniels came directly from Khan. Christopher Daniels. Daniels then announced, get away from me, Windows Security, that the TNT Championship will not be handed to Perry, and instead the next champion will be determined in a ladder match at Forbidden Door, and the 6 participants who would come from qualifying matches over the next few weeks. The first qualifying match took place on that week's episode of Rampage, where Takashita defeated Penta Miedo. Mark Briscoe then qualified on the following week's Dynamite by defeating Brian Cage. Perry qualified by defeating Dustin Rhodes. And Dante Martin defeated Lee Moriarty. Leo Rush then qualified on June 21st by defeating Action Andrade. And then El Fantasmo earned the final spot by defeating AR Fox on June 20th. Following her successful defense of the TBS Championship on May 29th, Mercedes Moné was interrupted by New Japan Strong Women's Champion Stephanie Bakir?
Carrie?
No, that's NXT.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like Vacay. I don't fucking know. I don't. If it was Spanish, it'd probably be Vacay. I don't fucking know. Who performs in New Japan and CMLL? So I'm just gonna go with Stephanie V. I don't know. Bakir. I don't fucking know. The two subsequent. I don't know. The two stared each other down while holding their respective titles up. Fucking do better, whoever's fucking writing this shit. You don't need to put big words in here to, show people you're not fucking a crayon eater. The following week, it was announced that the two would face each other at Forbidden Door in a winner-take-all match for both championships. Before that, however, Monet was scheduled to defend the TBS championship against Stephanie's CMLL World Women's Tag Team Championship partner, Zeus. I don't fucking know. Zexus. I don't fucking know. These are stupid names. On June 12th episode of Dynamite, it was announced that if Monet lost her title to Zeusus, stupid name, then the Forbidden Door match would only be for Stephanie's Strong Women's Championship. Monet did retain her title. So both titles will be on the line. Prior to signing with AEW on November 2023, Mariah May performed in Stardom, where she teamed with Mina Shirakawa as part of Club Venus. After signing with AEW, May became a protege of AEW's Women's Champion, Timeless Toni Storm, who also previously performed in Stardom from 16 to 19. Storm made a surprise appearance at Stardom American Dream on April 4th after a Club Venus match and teased a match at Forbidden Door. In return, Shirakawa made her first appearance in AEW on April 10th episode of Dynamite, saving May from a post-match beatdown before kissing her.
Hello.
I know, right? I'm gonna have to go back and watch that fucking episode. Over the next 2 months, Shirakawa would periodically appear in AEW shows and compete with Storm for May's affection during Stardom's June 2nd event. Storm, along with May, appeared in a vignette where Storm said she had been observing Shirakawa, and while she also considered Shirakawa a friend due to her friendship with May, Storm wanted to challenge Shirakawa to a match at Forbidden Door with the AEW Women's Championship on the line. Shirakawa accepted the challenge, and the match was made official on June 5th, with May listed as the corner woman for both participants upon her request. At Forbidden Door 2023, Orange Cassidy won a 4-man match, which also involved New Japan's Zack Sabre Jr. The following year, on 2024's episode of Collision, Sabre challenged Cassidy to a rematch as a singles match at Forbidden Door, claiming the two men had unfinished business. New Japan's Windy City Riot, Chicago, in April, Moxley defeated New Japan's Naito to win the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. After retaining the title at New Japan's Dominion on June 9th, Moxley cut a promo for anyone to challenge him. Naito came out to confront Moxley, and a rematch for the title was set for Forbidden Door.
I bet he bleeds.
Oh, there's no doubt he's gonna fucking bleed. Way to go, Dean Ambrose. During a post-match event press conference, or a scrum, apparently that's what people are calling him, following New Japan's Dominion event, Jeff Cobb issued an open challenge to any member of AEW's roster to face him for the New Japan World Television Championship at Forbidden Door. Okay. Is there a Jeff Cobb match that I didn't see? Oh, well, we'll find it. Who knows? I don't fucking know. I don't remember seeing that name. At Double or Nothing, MJF made a surprise return from injury after being out since World Ends in December of 2023. He made his first appearance back in Dynamite on June 5th episode, where he badmouthed the Elite. Following MJF's match on the June 19th episode, Cage of Agony, and CMLL, let's see here. Following MJF's match, Cage of Agony, okay, I guess it's a group. Oh yeah, I forgot AEW has like 1,000 groups. Brian Cage, Toa Leona, and Bishop Kwan, and CMLL's Hechicero, stupid names, appeared on Titantron. Cage announced that the Elite had a gift for MJF, and it was that he would be facing Hechicero in MJF's hometown at Forbidden Door. The Owen Hart Cup is an annual professional wrestling tournament held by AEW in partnership with the Owen Hart Foundation in honor of Owen Hart. It consists of 2 single elimination tournaments, one each for men and women, and the respective winner receives a trophy called the Owen. Dumb name. Additionally, for 2024, it was announced that the respective winners will earn matches for AEW's Men and Women's World Championships at All In August. During the June 19th episode of Dynamite, it was announced that Bryan Danielson will face New Japan's Takagi at Forbidden Door in a first-round tournament match.
Sounds awful. All
right. Did you get all that?
I mean to cut you off, but that sounds awfully familiar to King of the Ring.
You know what? It's yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's spot on, but fucking accurate. No, you're correct. Okay, so there are 13 matches to this show. 3 of them are dark matches or pre-show matches if you get to a certain level in your fucking life. So, Jay, we're gonna go down the list. We got our predictions in and everything. Currently, I am destroying you people.
What else is new?
With how much of, to quote a drug addict, winning I'm doing. Just fucking destroying you guys. But to kind of recap it so you guys are all aware of how awesome I am. I currently have 9 points. Jay, you're in second place with 6. Pacman's got 5, and Nubby's down there with 2. So I don't really need to win. I just need to tie, or it's whatever. I got a strong fucking lead so far. So far so fucking good. But you've been good. You've been doing good, man. You've been really stepping up your game, and I'm impressed. And I don't know where Pacman's getting his predictions from. Probably from some kind of Bleacher Report that does predictions on their end. He's probably just copying them because let's face it, it's Pacman. But it's whatever.
Fanboy.
I'm talking about Pacman. I'm not. I told him on Monday I'm not gonna fucking poke fun at him and shit on that stuff anymore. You call him whatever you want. I won't say that. But I also will not refer to him as the top fan because I told him I'm not gonna do that either.
You gotta be careful with what he advertises on the show, man, because executives are free. If we ain't getting nothing from it.
Yeah, he needs to. Oh, you're talking about his fucking workhorse buddies?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he understands how shit works, but that's an LIM situation he has to take it up with. I'm fine with him wanting to talk about other wrestlers' merchandise, and that's fine. But you don't offer up sponsorship fucking spots for muffins. That's just not how it fucking works. That's
unless we're offering muffins.
No, even that, no. Fucking Color Comics is cutting me fucking monthly checks and shit. I'm not fucking selling off fucking sponsor space for goddamn fucking muffins.
I mean, the ball wash place used to give us money. Audible.com will give us someone signs up.
Yeah, Audible's still a sponsor of the show. Yeah, I mean the link's still in the show notes. It's still mentioned. All you gotta do, and the thing too is like if you listen to Audible, go to audibletrial.com/freaknet, sign up, get your 30-day free subscription plus a free book. It's shit like that. It's the simple shit like that. And that's again, and I don't want to get into an angry fucking rant because I've been so good on not doing that. But when you get fucking wrestling companies out there who are fucking constantly telling me, hey, can you share my shit? Hey, can you talk about my shit? And I do it free of fucking charge, but you can't go and fucking just sign up for free for something that doesn't cost you a goddamn dime, just 5 minutes of your time. And that's literally 2.5 minutes of signing up and then 2.5 minutes of fucking deactivating it because you say you don't want to keep it. And it gives us fucking money. But you don't want to do that? Okay, cool. Go buy my merch, for God's sake. You keep wanting to sell me your fucking merchandise at the show. Hey, why don't you go buy a fucking t-shirt? Why don't you buy one of mine? First pre-show match. We got, hey, nice shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. First pre-show match is a tag team match with Chris Statlander and Momo Wananadaba. Watanabe? Watanabe?
Sounds like a candy bar.
It's definitely a whatchamacallit, that's for sure. Momo Watanabe. Watanabe. I don't know. Watanabe. Statlander and Momo is taking on Willow Nightingale and Tam Nakano. Pax is going Statlander and Momo. Nubby is going Nightingale and Nakano. Who you going for, Jay?
Let's go with Momo.
Go Stat and Momo.
Just because I like that name.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go.
I wonder if that Nakano is any relation to Bull Nakano.
God damn. I don't know, but this picture of her fucking reminds me of some websites I should stop going to. She is a Jaws here. So Yuri Tachi, better known in her ring name as Tom Nakano, is a Japanese professional wrestler and singer. She is currently signed to World Wonder Ring Stardom, where she is the leader of Cosmic Angels. Momo is a Japanese professional wrestler. She is currently signed to World Wonder Stardom, where she is a member of Oedo Tai. I'm gonna go Nightingale and Nakano. I mean, I think either team will fucking take it. I don't think there's one over the other, but I don't know. Like Nightingale, I think I hear more about than fucking Statlander. So
It's been a while since I heard anything about Statlander.
yeah. Women, see, way to go, AEW. So a pre-show match is a women's Owen Hart first round match. I mean, Danielson's on the fucking main card, but sure, let's throw this one on the fucking opener. Fucking pre-shows. God, sickos. Mariah May with Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa is taking on Soraya with Harley Cameron and Anna Jay. Nubby's going Soraya. Who you going with?
Soraya.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to go Soraya too. I don't know why I keep spelling her fucking name wrong. No, I spelled it. No, I definitely spelled it wrong.
Yep.
I don't fucking know. I'm going to go Soraya too, and Pacman also wins Soraya. I think that one's an easy one. Yeah, I think that one's going to be easy. Yeah. Final pre-show match. We're going to have Los.
Just watching your face trying to read it is good.
Los Ingornables de Japón. I don't fucking know. What does it mean? Also showing to LIJ or Los Ingos is a Japanese professional wrestling stable based in Japan. You're not going to tell me what it means? Okay. So LIJ, which has Yoda, Tsuji, Titan, and Hiromu Takahashi, are taking on the Lucha Bros, Penta Miedo, Rey Fenix, and Mystico, along with Mystico, who kind of looks like Sin Cara. I don't know who the fuck he really is. In a trios match. See here. Who you got? You got LIJ or do you got Lucha Bros plus Mystico?
You know?
You gonna go Lucha?
Yeah. Contract up soon.
Say that again?
Penta's contract is up soon.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna go LIJ. Yeah, I'm gonna go LIJ. Nubby and Pax both went Lucha Brothers on that one, which is probably gonna be an easy one. I think in dark matches, I think you prefer that the AEW people go over, but LIJ seems like a very respectable group. I mean, how long have they been around for? 2015. Yeah.
30.
Yeah. All right, first match of the main card is a ladder match for the vacant AEW TNT Championship. You got Konosuke Takashita, Mark Briscoe, Jack Perry, Dante Martin, Leo Rush, and El Fantasmo. It's my turn to pick first. It's tough. You know what? I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go Briscoe.
Gonna go Briscoe, huh?
Yeah. Pacman went Jack Perry. Nubby went Briscoe. And who you got?
I'm going Perry.
Real Glass. Cry a river. Cry me a river. Oh, fuck Jack Perry. Jungle Boy. Jackass. Singles match for the AEW Women's World Championship. Mariah May will be at the ringside in support of both participants. So we got Timeless Tony Storm, who is the current champion. Alongside Mariah May is also Luther. Taking on Shirakawa. Let's see here. Pacman went Storm. Nubby went Storm. Who you got?
Storm.
Yeah, it's got to be Storm. I'm going to go Storm too. Another trios match. We got the Learning Tree with Chris Jericho, Big Bill, and hey, Jeff Cobb. I thought Jeff Cobb had an open challenge to somebody. Oh, well. With Brian Keith. They'll be taking on Samoa Joe, Hook, and Katsuyori Shibata. Nubby went Joe, Hook, and Shibata. Who you got?
I'm gonna go Joe and Hook.
God damn.
Sure.
That's right, you would. Coward.
You.
Samoa Joe, Hook, Shibata, Learning Tree. I'll go Joe and Hook. Pacman also went Joe, Hook, and Shibata. Singles match, we got MGF versus Hachishiro. Hachishiro. I don't fucking know. Who you got?
MJF.
Yeah, I'll go MJF too. Pacman MJF and Nubby went MJF. Singles match, we got Jack Sabre Jr. taking on Orange Cassidy. I'm gonna go ZSJ, English-born professional wrestler, currently signed to New Japan Pro Wrestling. New Japan, he is leader of the group, the Mighty Don't Kneel. I'm gonna go Sabre. Pacman went Sabre. Nubby went Sabre. Who you got?
Sabre.
Singles match for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Current champion Jon Moxley taking on Tetsuya Naito. Whose turn is it? Mine?
I think so.
No, I picked Sabre first. Pax went Moxley. Nubby went Moxley. Who you going with?
Ox.
I'm gonna go Naito. I'm gonna pick Naito.
1 point is points if he bleeds.
Yeah. I'll give you double points if he doesn't bleed, because that's the more unlikely. Winner takes all match for both the AEW TBS Championship and the New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's Championship. We got Stephanie Vakir who is a Chilean professional wrestler who primarily wrestles in Mexico wrestling promotion CMLL, where she is the current CMLL World's Women's Champion in her first reign and one half of the CMLL World's Tag Team Champion. She'll be going up against Mercedes Moné. Nubby went Moné. Who you got?
Moné.
See, and here's the thing, because I feel like this is going to be one of those matches where there is no winner.
Yeah, like a no contest.
Yeah. You know, it's like oh, who's going to walk away with both championships? Like, I don't think anyone will. I think it's going to be a double disqualification or double count out. But if I'm going to hedge my bets, I gotta go. I'm going to put Moné just because if anyone was to win, it would probably be her. Maybe she'll do some more New Japan shit, but I don't see anyone walking away with both titles. All right, for the third trios match of the night. You got the Elite Matthew Jackson, Nicholas Jackson, and Kazushika Okada taking on Scissor Ace with Anthony Bowens, Max Caster, and Hiroshi Tanahashi alongside Billy Gunn. Your turn, man.
Let's go Billy Gunn's team.
Scissor Ace? I'm going to go the Elite. Because why wouldn't the VPs put themselves over? Pacman win Elite and Nubby win Elite. All right, Men Owen Hart tournament first round match. Bryan Danielson taking on Shingo Takagi. And man, that's tough. Fuck it. I'm going to go Danielson. Paxman, Danielson, Nubby win, Takagi. Who do you got, man?
Danielson.
And then the final match, we got the singles match for the AEW World Championship as Swerve Strickland, along with Prince Nana, or Nene, will be taking on Will Ospreay. Paxman, Swerve, Nubby wins Swerve. Who you got?
Ospreay.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to go Swerve. Yeah, it's a bold prediction for fucking Ospreay, bro. Good for you. Good for you. Good for you.
Sometimes I do dumb things.
Next week, we'll be back again. We can kind of talk a little bit about these results and shit next week if we want for a little bit. But we're also going to be covering Money in the Bank and Heat Wave from NXT. So, what else is going on in wrestling, man, that you want to talk about?
We got Dijak got released or didn't resign.
Yeah, do you see he did some interview where they said that he reached out for negotiations and they didn't, and then he used that stupid term at the 11th hour. They came back and said that they weren't going to offer him anything. He's a solid dude, but he reminds me a lot of like Matt Morgan. Big dude, solid fucking dude. He could put on some decent matches, but there's nothing about him that just like. Actually, that's a lie. He's not like Matt Morgan. He's more like Nathan Jones. Big fucking dude. There's just nothing about him that just makes him stand out. Matt Morgan, I think, could have done a lot more. But when you look at a guy like Dijak, it's like if you put him in like if you put him with somebody decent as like a decent tag team, I'm not talking about that Mace and T-Bar bullshit. But like to put him like with actually somebody that could like maybe be more of a Enzo Amore for him and him just like being a powerhouse fucking dude, he could probably get over better. But there's so much talent in fucking WWE, NXT, and stuff like that I don't think he would ever stand out above anybody.
Yeah, Matt if we go Matt Morgan had a way better run in TNA.
Yes.
He needs a change of pace to see what's out there. The best matches he ever put on were with Keith Lee.
Yeah.
Series of matches with Keith Lee are the best matches he ever put on. And maybe he can only work with big dudes.
Yeah, well, it's ever since I think the gimmick he has is stupid too. That Matrix looking bullshit. Like when he was just a normal fucking dude, I was on board with him.
The feast
And
your
then,
eyes.
Yeah, I mean, the what?
The feast your eyes gimmick.
Is that what they were calling that thing?
I don't know. That's just I know that's this thing. He would always come out, feast your eyes.
I don't know. It's just coming out with the leather jacket and the sunglasses. Like it was, I fucking didn't like it. It was stupid. I didn't like the T-bar mace thing and all that shit. No, it was all stupid. I hope for the best for him. I'm sure he'll end up at maybe TNA.
It'd be the best for him, I think.
Yeah, and maybe that's something like maybe that's what it is. Like maybe a lot of this stuff is like, TNA wants to get more talent in there, want to get more name talent, and maybe this is how TNA and WWE are working with each other. It's like, listen, we got a lot of talent that we have no spot for, no place for, and it could just be a work thing. It's like the whole thing with fucking my back. What was it? I think it was Dark Side, the Brian Pillman Dark Side, where they're talking about how like Eric and Pillman's understanding was he'll go over to WWF for a while, get his name over, and then maybe come back to WCW later and for more money or some shit. Maybe it's something like that. It's like, hey, Dijak, go to fucking TNA, learn some shit, get some shit, find your character, then maybe we can bring you back and everything. And it's just like, but don't tell anyone we're doing this kind of shit. Because if you do, then this is where it ends and stuff. I can see something like that happening because I know some of TNA's rostership. I don't know all of them, and so maybe that's what they're fucking doing.
And TNA's got a decent roster too. I mean, to me that's where the original women's revolution started anyway. But
the knockouts,
yeah, the knockouts were definitely the top of the notch at that point in time. Women wrestlers, Rebecca Quinn, trademarked Rebecca Quinn. So that's igniting rumors all over the place that she's going to sign somewhere else other than WWE.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't. Yeah, I don't. I don't see why she would trademark her old gimmick name, like unless like she was planning on doing something with it. But at the same time, I don't see her going to like AEW or some shit like that. I mean, unless she say like, hey, maybe I'm going to do some indie runs and shit just for the fuck of it, just to, get back to some old roots and stuff. But it makes no fucking sense to me. It really doesn't. I don't, unless she truly feels that like she's going to get lost in the shuffle of all these new girls, Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, fucking. I mean, she came up with Bayley and Naomi, but even them, they're getting more spots and shit. It's like she'll get fucking lost, and who knows? Maybe she wants to stay home and be a mom for a little bit longer or something. I don't fucking know. The trademark thing doesn't make sense to me. Unless she wanted to own it just so no one else did.
That's what I think it is.
Yeah,
she's gonna stay at home a little bit longer. Why would she? One, she would not get lost in the shuffle. She's over as shit, regardless in WWE. She goes anywhere. She goes the.
I disagree. I disagree with him.
Really?
She's liked, but dude, it's like ever since the man thing, like once she left and went away to be a mom, and then she came back and started dressing just as goofy as her fucking husband. Yeah. It was kind of fucking lackluster, man. It just like I didn't care. I didn't care about her. And again, this is my point of view. I don't know, but I didn't care as much about her when she came back and started dressing like Seth Rollins and Lady Gaga had a fucking baby. As much as I did is when she was driving a fucking semi-truck up to the arena, referring to herself as the man, standing out in the audience with a broken fucking nose. Like, that was the best of fucking Becky Lynch. And I even liked the the Scottish lass kicker or whatever the fuck she was, you know? I like that fucking Becky. I didn't like this, you know, this goofy ass meat suit fucking wearing Becky Lynch. Like it just wasn't the same for me when you have other people who are outshining her, like Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. You know, it's the same thing with Alexa Bliss. Like Alexa Bliss could come back and be a great, a great pop for the fucking fans. But I think she's been gone for so long. It's just like, do they really fucking need her? You know, it's just like they have so much. Again, and it's like I said, it's so saturated. They have so much fucking talent that they have to fucking pick and choose. Like, hey, listen, and maybe that's the conversation I had with Becky. Like, hey, listen, this is their time now. Like this, like we're gonna run with them for X amount of time. You know, especially Liv and Rhea. Like, you can't put fucking Liv with a feud with somebody else because once Rhea's ready, which by the way, congratulations to fucking Buddy Matthews and Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley got married. Congratulations on that. Good for you guys. As soon as she's ready to come back, she's gonna fucking come back and she's gonna have a feud with Liv fucking Morgan. And then where does that leave fucking Becky?
Right.
Because there's no one else on Raw right now who she could have a decent fucking feud with because most of them are over on SmackDown. You know,
Charlotte's got coming back soon.
Yeah, Charlotte should be back soon, but unless they do 4 horsewomen, I don't care if Becky comes back or not. And nothing against her. I love the work she did, but there's other fucking people. There's other fucking times now.
Yeah, they got a slew of talent down in NXT also.
Yeah.
I think if she comes back, she's gonna have to definitely change that gimmick up. Either go back to maybe the steampunk last kicker, be like a combination of the last kicker and the man.
Yeah. Or go down to NXT for a minute.
Yeah.
Have an easier schedule to work with, being a mom, and go down there and start developing some of the talent and shit down there, like she did with Valkyria when Valkyria beat her for the title. Go back down there and be that person for a bit and shit. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, fucking to be on NXT is no different than fucking being on AEW's top fucking weekly show Dynamite. It's the same fucking thing. Same fucking crowd size. It's the same goddamn thing.
Well, NXT's got a bigger crowd, but
they could empty. Yeah, no, yeah.
They could fill a stadium.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, I love Becky, and for the love of God, if she ever fucking hears this and shit, don't come at me about it. I'm just, it's just an opinion of, it's like, unless they could do something that says, hey, we fucking need her, they don't need her. They really fucking don't. They got enough fucking talent and shit. I mean, fucking Bianca Belair is not that fucking seasoned. She's still considered kind of new in the business, but even she's kind of get pushed out by the other fucking people. Tiffany Stratton. Look, I want to see way more of her. Not just her gimmick, but what she does in that fucking ring is amazing. Sol Ruca from NXT. Fucking love her. I want to see more of her, on the main roster. And that's why, even still to this day, and I say it, it probably gets to a point now, every time I'm with you doing a show, I say it every single fucking time, they need a women's based fucking show.
We've been talking about that for years.
Right?
I mean, I know we have.
Yeah.
Because we named it at one point in time, I think.
I think we did, yeah. Yeah. Or do the all women's fucking pay-per-view again once a year. Do it in October. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month and shit. October would be a perfect time to fucking have a pay-per-view for an all women's fucking pay-per-view. Do that shit. Why not? There's so much talent and they don't get as much fucking time, but they can if you do an all women's fucking pay-per-view. Or you got 205 Live. You just fucking started Speed over on fucking X. Dude, start a show like that, but on fucking Instagram and shit. And just do fucking all women's wrestling and everything. And just fucking do that. It makes no fucking sense why that's not a thing yet. And you could have Becky on there and she could be a fucking general manager or some shit. She could run the fucking show and the tag matches and like all of this shit that they could do if they just had an all women's fucking show. You don't got to put it on fucking TV. You really don't. You could have it on Peacock and just show it over there. You can
put it on Netflix.
Throw it over on Netflix. What do you think their limitations on unedited, uncensored Raw?
Okay, so I think it won't be totally because you still got a fan base which will they be dropping the F-bomb randomly, very very randomly. You'll probably hear bitch, shit, ass, all that. Will we see titties? I hope so. Probably not.
No, for me, I think it's I think it's one thing that gets changed. No, that's a lie. I think two things get changed. No, it's a lie. One, because I think after the CM Punk bleeding thing kind of shows that they're fine with color once again. I think the only thing that changes between television and Netflix is that they're not going to censor the holy shits like they do on TV.
Yeah.
I know they do that at NXT. I know they do that on SmackDown. They do it all over the fucking place. I get that. But I don't think they're going to be doing that censoring. I don't think they're going to tell people, hey, when you go and do your promos, call him a piece of shit and shit. But like when they say asshole, they're probably going to say asshole, not ass.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. I don't think they're going to encourage their guys to go out there and, hey, start dropping fucking F-bombs and shit like that. And, you know, like we're going to start. I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're going to say, like, you know, like, hey, just go out there and do your promos and stuff. They're just not going to censor the whole part of asshole. And they're not going to, they're not going to censor holy shit coming from the fans. Or like last night when, the Bloodline put Paul Heyman through the fucking announcer's table, commentator's table. Yeah. That dude's fucking fupa was all up in that dude's fucking face. Like, holy fuck.
He was holding on to that head.
Oh yeah. That fucking I forgot who. I think that was.
Wasn't
I think that was Spot 2. I think that was Spot 2 that was holding him up. Like that dude was living my dream of every fucking OnlyFans subscriber I fucking have, and I'm seeing like you get the fucking. It's a joke, people. Calm yourselves. Yeah, settle down. Don't start sending me your fucking links. But you got the crowd saying like "fuck you, Solo."
Yeah.
But they obviously muted it. But once you mute that, you're muting all the commentating that's happening. You're missing everything that's fucking said. When they're saying holy shit, and you got the commentators trying to talk, you don't know what they're saying, so they can't build their story anymore. So I think that's the only part that's going to change, is that they're not going to censor chants and stuff like that, and they're not going to like censor. But I don't think they're going to have fucking Seth Rollins out there calling fucking Damien
douchebag son of a bitch fuck.
Yeah, cocksucker or some shit like that. I don't think that's happening. As far as women goes, I don't think they're gonna have, bra and panty matches, HLM matches. I don't think they're gonna have that attitude era. Like, oh no, we just walked in on her in the shower, and that shit's not gonna fucking happen. It's just, if it does, wow, okay, you're really fucking pushing the boundary. I just don't see it fucking happening though. And Netflix gets away with a lot of shit. I'm rewatching Orange is the New Black. I forgot how much fucking shit happens in there. But I don't see Raw going to that because it is, like you said, still a family show. It's still family based. There's still kids who are going to be watching it.
You're probably gonna get away with like throwing a middle finger and them not turning away the camera.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Because at least if your kids are young enough, they're like, what does that mean? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, maybe drinking.
Yeah.
Maybe who knows? Maybe even smoking. Who fucking knows? I just don't think that edge or that line is going to be fucking pushed as much as people are anticipating it to be.
Don't buy sex shows.
Yeah. What else? What else going on in wrestling that we can talk about?
Wyatt Sicks. That's hard to say.
Well, let me ask you one thing about them, and then we can talk about them. Do you think it's a big deal that they did that group photo at that fast food place out of character for that fan? Did you hear about that? Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
You think it's a fucking problem?
10 years ago, I would have.
Okay.
Nowadays, no. It's just kayfabe's been dead for a long time, and what they're doing on TV is fucking cool. So the picture doesn't really mean much. I understand where Mark Henry's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
I do, but get over your fucking self.
Yeah. Now, how do you feel about their debut? The walking through the back and everything's destroyed, and Chad Gable apparently shot in the head.
Awesome. I thought it was so cool.
Right. I think they did it really fucking well.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah. What about this past Monday with the videotape?
I did not see that.
You need to.
Is that when where Uncle Howdy interviews him?
Interviews Bo, yeah. And they talk about Bray.
Oh.
And they brought up some shit, and they had Uncle Howdy say to him, it's like, how do you feel about people saying that you're profiting off your brother's death and shit like that?
Wow.
Everything. I know there's a lot of people who are out there like trolling fucking WWE, saying like, how dare you do shit like that on TV and all this. Again, the whole profiting off of Bray Wyatt thing. I do not believe that this current WWE, and I'm talking about fucking Paul Levesque and Tony Khan, if Vince was still there, he probably wouldn't give a shit and say, we're doing this with or without you, Bo. But I think, like with Paul Levesque and everything, I think everything's being run by Bo Dallas and maybe even by the family, saying, hey, listen, this is what's going, here's the script. Here's what we're doing. Are you okay with us doing this shit? And I'm sure they're getting the approval and, the okay from the family before they go out and do that shit.
Oh, I believe that most definitely.
Yeah, because if Bo Dallas wouldn't want to do it, he probably wouldn't sit there through the fucking promo and do this shit. With him saying like, it's like how you feeling after your brother's death, or how I can't remember the exact verbiage. I don't think he would actually sit there through it if he didn't want to fucking get the story out there, because like Bo Dallas, like Mike Rotunda, IRS, whatever. I think they understand the business. I think they understand where Bray or Wyndham or however you want to refer to him as, I think they would understand what he would want out of it. And the fact that they had all this shit planned and ready to go, and like I think for them, Bray would want this shit to come out into the world. And
I think the Bray Wyatt special on Peacock, which they did an excellent job of, I went back and rewatched it. Mm-hmm. That I agree with you that Bray would want this out there, like this is his creations, this is his babies, if you will, and to have that out there as a part of you forever, and to be forever remembered, not only post death but even after death.
Yeah.
It's a legacy on the legacy.
Yeah.
So
it's a win for everyone, because it obviously, first off, it gives Bo Dallas, Nikki Cross, Joe Gacy, Rowan, and then I keep on calling him Samuel Shaw, but Dexter Lumis. It gives them something to do in WWE. It doesn't keep them sitting in the back and catering, waiting for something to happen. It gives them all something to fucking do. But it's a legacy thing for Bray Wyatt to get his creations out there in the world still. It helps business for WWE. But like I said, it's such a benefit. And I don't know if merchandise sales, if portions of it's going to his family. I thought I heard that that's the case, that any merchandise and shit that's being sold will go to, Bray's kids and stuff. I believe I've heard that. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but I believe I heard that. If everyone's going to profit and have a benefit from it, I don't see, other than the trolling fucking fanboys out there are going to see this as a negative, like, oh, you're just using Bray to make money. It's like, fuck you. It's like, dude, it's like, people do shit, not to this extent, but do shit like this all the fucking time. Like who's out there fucking freaking out about calling it the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal? Like how no one's bitching about that? You're using a dead guy's fucking name to put over a fucking event.
And likeness.
Yeah. Nobody complains about that. It's like, no. Fuck you people. It's like I think what they're doing, I think they're doing it a good way. And I think the only way this would be a fucked up scenario is if Bo Dallas wasn't a part of it. But I think because Bo Dallas is a part of it, I think that's why everything they're doing is fine. Because shit has to run through him. Like, are you comfortable doing this? Are you okay we're doing this? Because the moment he fucking leaves, clearly something happened where they wanted to do something he didn't want to do. Right. I think as long as he's fucking there, I think everything's gonna be fine. I think, but go ahead.
If I remember correctly, that they gave Bray Wyatt's family a legacy contract, so that
I think I heard that too. Yeah,
they will still get royalties and everything, and paid for stuff like that. I don't know if it goes directly to the kids or if it goes to his wife. I can't remember her name off my hand. But
Sam Irvin? Or are you talking about his ex-wife?
The one he married before he died.
I don't think he was married when he died. What's isn't her name Sam Irvin, or am I getting her mixed up with Ricochet's fucking fiance?
I don't know. But I know I'm pretty sure that's what I heard. And I don't have an inside track or anything like that, but that's what I heard of. That's what I've read in certain places, which is I think in a Triple H WWE.
Sam Pixley was his wife. They divorced in 2017, and he was with JoJo Offerman until he died. But they weren't married. So I guess Sam Irving might be the announcer now. I'm getting her mixed up with. So JoJo is I think it was his fiance. So. Sorry, go ahead.
I think in the Vince McMahon era, that would not have happened. I don't think he would pay the family.
No, he probably profit off it because he's a fucking dog shit person.
Right.
Yeah. No, I'm excited to see where this goes. The one thing I am curious about is how their matches are going to go. Like, are we going to get a bunch of Fiend type matches where they're indestructible, like unbeatable, or how this going to work? And who is the first feud against? Because right now it kind of looks like Chad Gable.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe this is how we're going to get Team Angle 2.0 with the Creed brothers and Chad Gable.
They've been pushing that for a while.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Again, I don't know if you watched all of Raw or any of Raw this past Monday, but Chad Gable, after he won his spot in the Money in the Bank match. Oh wait, yeah. By the way, side note: if you guys do follow us on Facebook, check out our Freakin' 5 out there. Give us your top 5 who should win Money in the Bank, like at all. Not this upcoming one, but who you believe should be a Money in the Bank winner, because we're gonna read that on next week's show. So make sure you go over to Facebook and see it. We reshared it, so you can find it. But make sure you put your list in there, because we'll mention it and shout you out next weekend. He went to obviously Otis and all them for help. You know, he's changed his ways and realized what he's doing is wrong. So obviously they're baby facing him again, and the Creed brothers show up. So we might get Team Angle 2.0, which I'm fine with. You know, I want Chad Gable to be a fucking singles champion in WWE.
I agree.
Do I see him win the Money in the Bank? No. But he could be a fucking Intercontinental champion. I think I prefer him to be a babyface. He did great as a heel, but I think I prefer him to be a babyface. And whoever beats Sami Zayn for that belt, I think he should beat them. So, we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what else you got, Jay? Anything else?
I think that's all I got.
Okay. Like I said, we'll be back next week with Jay. Obviously, we got the other JFW show that I do with Nubby and Pacman. We're going to do that Monday. We're recording, so that show will come out Monday night. So make sure you check that out. But then next Saturday, me and Jay will be covering Money in the Bank and Heat Wave, both for WWE. And we may recap some of this AEW Forbidden Door stuff. And again, continue to talk about wrestling. I think we're finding a decent pattern here. I think we're finding a good groove in what we're doing here, that we may be able to start incorporating New Japan, TNA, and stuff into it. At least that's the hopes. So bear with us as we kind of get our footing back underneath us and shit. In the meantime, make sure you are following us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, just by searching JFW Podcast. If you're listening to us, make sure you listen wherever you pick up your podcast at. You can subscribe. Make sure you do rate and review us wherever it asks for it. But if you want to watch the show, you can do so over at the Just Freakin' Wrestling or the JFW Podcast YouTube channel. That's over on YouTube. Just search JFW Podcast. Will pop up. And you can watch our shows if you prefer not to listen and you want to see how fucking terrifying Jay is in his dark fucking room while we record this podcast.
I forgot to turn the light on.
Nah, it's okay. It's fine. I mean, the fact I can fucking, I don't know whether that Pokemon that's covering your window or Backyardigans or some shit, Little Einsteins. I don't fucking know.
It's Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda? That is Baby Yoda. Yeah, it is. Fucking adults, bro.
Hey, man.
Hey, I get it, man. Sometimes drapes don't matter. I get it. Fuck curtains. Give me a
got
shit.
a long time ago and I never replaced them.
That's cool. Who needs fucking curtains when you're in your 40s? I get you.
That's right.
God damn it. You're one fucking science kid away from a meth lab. What the fuck is wrong with you? God. Oh, I miss you, buddy.
Miss you too, bud.
We gotta get to some wrestling shows. We really need to start getting some indie shows soon.
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get your kid out of the fucking house, and we're gonna have to hit up like an ARW or come out to an SCW. There's a Destination 6 is a show I wouldn't mind checking out one day. We gotta figure it out. We gotta go out one weekend. Get back to our roots.
Our roots.
Our roots. But do make sure you subscribe to us over on YouTube. I want to get those numbers up. I want to do some giveaways. I got shit piling up that I want to fucking get rid of. Not that stuff. I love that stuff. But this stuff over here. But we'll give away as soon as we hit. Give me 300 subscribers on YouTube, and we'll start doing some giveaways. That's all I want. Start watching it, because to see us is more entertaining than just to hear us. So, Jay, that's all I got.
Time to ring the bell on this episode.
Perfect. As always, I am Travis-T.
I'm Dizzle J.
And thank you for listening to an episode of Just Freakin' Wrestling, the JFW Podcast.
Peace.